Hello all. The First World War started 100 years ago this year. That tragic and idiotic event is being commemorated in all sorts of ways, as it should be. There's one thing about this that kind of bugs me though. People keep claiming that there are disturbing parallels between 1914 and 2014. There are some superficial similarities, but in order to write a historical article making these claims, you have to ignore basically everything about how Europe was actually run back then. Comparing our political situation today to Europe in 1914 makes about as much sense as comparing our political situation to Game of Thrones. That popular HBO TV show follows a group of insane aristocrats. They managed to drag a society filled with trusting peasants and social climbing bourgeoisie into a cataclysmic war. That is actually almost exactly what happened in Europe in 1914. Europe back then was run by the same thuggish elite that had been in charge for centuries. This birth-based nobility owed its entire position to its ancestors' ability to steal lands and fight. Honor was much more important to these people than peace was. There were new middle classes and parliaments 100 years ago, but they were eager to follow the lead of their aristocrats and emperors. These countries actually wanted war. And that is the important fact that all of these historical articles ignore. In 2014, the situation is very different. Our governments are no longer run by aristocrats. As malicious and stupid as the people in Moscow and Washington, D.C. can sometimes be, they can no longer drag us into cataclysmic wars. They have to sell those wars to us. And also, nobody really believes in the glory of war anymore. Even China would have difficulty selling that concept. It's one thing to tell a peasant that she has to give up 4 of her 7 sons for a glorious war. It becomes quite another thing when that peasant only has 1 child. So as amusing as it is to compare the rising China of 2014 to the rising Germany of 1914, I think it's time to stop pretending that that makes any more sense than comparing China to King Joffrey. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.